Good evening, this is Tyrone Holmes, the founder and CEO of the Men of Simplified Dallas. We want to welcome you back to another Power Pack broadcast of the Trauma Network for Men. We are so glad to be back, Brother Josh.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. We had a cool down, now we're getting hot again. We missed you on last week. We were unable to get together due to unforeseen circumstances, but we are back with you this week. We are so glad to be back. It just seems like I missed something when we're not here doing the broadcast.
Me too, man.
Something I miss out on something. You know, and I hate missing the broadcast because not only are we trying to give you something to learn from, we're learning as well. And it's not that we know it all. It's just over time and experience that we learn, but we here as men to learn together. And that's what it's all about, Brother Josh.
Yes,
and I know he's back in school. You're ready to go back to school. So we got little things going on, but we're not going to stop the broadcast because I know right now can't stop the broadcast. I think when I checked the numbers on the broadcast, I think as of yesterday, we were right at 17,000. 17,000. So we thank you so very much for tuning in, and we thank you for all of your support and what you're giving. We may not hear directly from you, but the views are showing us that you are watching the broadcast. We thank you for it because that tells us that you're learning something from it, you're getting something from the broadcast, and we're so glad that we're touching your lives, the lives of your family. Could be your husband, your sons, your uncles, your fathers, whoever it may be. It may be touching lives, and you women as well. We also talk about women issues, relationships. So that may be touching your lives, and you're able to realize or understand how we as men operate in relationships, so you understand why men think the way we think. So to help you. So we hope you enjoy everything. We thank you so very much for all that you have done, and we're going to continue to move on and continue to bring you more Power Pack broadcasts each and every week. So stay tuned. We got another Power Pack broadcast. We're going to continue our series tonight dealing with Man in the Mirror. All right, we on part 4 tonight. We're going to be dealing with part 4. We got 2 more to do. We're going to do one single message. We're going to get back into another series, a message that's going to deal with something very powerful, because that message that's going to lead into that series is going to be talking something about we as men, we have a problem with, Brother John. We're going to talk about this, and it's going to be very helpful for not only you, I think for me as well, because we're going to be talking about how we as men can bring the king out of the boy that's in us. See, there's a king in every boy.
Yeah, we just got to bring it out.
But we don't know how to bring that king out of us.
Exactly.
And God has given us dominion to rule.
God gave us power to lead.
That's right.
See how we're going to lead.
That's
if
right.
We don't have the king out of us already.
There you go. So we're going to be dealing with that message. Before we get into the series, we're going to be dealing with the 4 faces of manhood. Then we're going to get in the king. Coming out of us, so we're gonna give. Oh, it's gonna be powerful. So y'all stay tuned to the broadcast. We're gonna be leading that probably out about 3 weeks. We're gonna be starting on the 4 faces of manhood, and then we're gonna get into the king. Boy, it's gonna be powerful. We're gonna get Brother Josh to read our scriptures for tonight, and we're gonna get into our lesson for this evening.
All right, we got a powerful meeting tonight.
Yes.
All right, the first one comes from Proverbs 20, chapter 27, verse 19, and it says as follows. As in water, face reflects face.
Yes, that's right.
So a man's heart reveals the man.
God from Zion. Woo! That's just our base scripture, boy. That's a powerful piece of scripture there.
It is. And the second one is 1 Corinthians 13:12. And now it said, for now we see in a mirror dimly.
Yes.
But then face to face. Now I am known in part.
Yes.
But then I shall know just as I am also known.
Hell no. So when we talk about the mirror, you know, Brother Josh just touched on basis of that dealing with how we as men, we look in the mirror, but we see it in a dimly lit mirror because we don't really see ourselves because that mask is hiding us. So when Michael Jackson sung the song "Man in the Mirror," I love that song. And that's on our website as well. He's talking about you have to first make the change in you. On the day on our Facebook page, when I send things out in the morning, today I put Mahatma Gandhi said you be the change that you want to see the world in. You remember I seen that?
I don't think I checked Facebook.
Okay, so what we got to do as men, that goes right back to what we're going to talk about this evening. So about the man in the mirror. So we got to face our problems, come from behind those masks, and face them and confront them.
We got to come out of our shell.
That's right, absolutely.
How can we help somebody else if we haven't came out of our shell ourselves?
That's right. We can't do it, Brother Josh. Awesome. All right. So
it says the scripture said it was talking about I just read this the other day.
Sorry, brother.
They were talking about something that you have to like. I don't know.
You'll remember, brother. We be
I
praying for
remember
you.
probably by the end of
I know, right, probably the end of the broadcast. All right, we're going to get into part 4 of the Man in the Mirror. Tonight, we're going to be dealing with time management. Time management. That is so very important because we as men, we do not know how to occupy our time and use it wisely. All right? And why do we waste that time on unproductive things? And why can't men keep their word? Good God from Zion.
Man can't keep their word because they don't know how to. So sometimes, this is what I think, sometimes a man can't keep their word because another man, they like didn't keep their word, so they just passing it down.
But see, that tells you a lot about their character.
Exactly.
If you can't,
it goes back to the characteristics because
there you go.
How can you have character if nobody else is taught you how to have character?
That's right. So it's a learning process, man. So I had to learn. See, I don't have a problem with time management because it's very important that if you say something, you need to keep your word. I had to teach these guys that the same thing. You know, I'm the kind of person, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to show it to him.
Yes,
and
sir.
as long as I've been knowing this guy, he knows I have, whatever I said, I do it. If I'm going to be on time, I have never ever been late. Not one time. But that's what you got to do. All right, let's get into this lesson tonight. Brother Josh, sneeze off.
What is time management?
Wow. Good God.
Preaching tonight.
Come on, son. Give it to me.
You're going to be preaching tonight, brother.
Yes.
Time management is a process of planning.
Stop right there. What did we talk about before, earlier on, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, about if a man that does not have a vision or a plan,
Fails every time.
he's going to fail.
Every time.
So time management is about planning. So if you have no matter of fact, I was talking to that young boy that you were telling me about, asking about my client. I was telling him, for you to be productive in life, you got to have a plan. You got to have a vision.
If you don't have that vision, you ain't doing nothing.
You ain't doing nothing. So you ain't.
You're just gonna be walking around the world.
There you go. And then you will not value time because you have nothing to shoot for.
Exactly.
Go ahead, brother Josh. Man.
I'm about to be back in. I hate to say this, but me being in college, I really got to plan my time.
You got to plan your time.
Last semester, I just played around. I wasn't serious.
Now you got to get serious.
But now I'm serious.
You got to block your time off. What you got to do this time. And we're gonna talk about this as we go down to the message tonight. All right.
Planning and exercising conscious control over the amount of time spent on a specific activity.
Here it is. Yep.
Especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, or productivity.
So those are 3 things that you got to concentrate on, men, and that's what we lose at, brother Josh. Because you said if you don't have a plan, you're going to school. Yep. Your goal is to graduate, to get you a job, and to do what you know. So you have to set a plan. You just said it. You got to be serious about this and set your time. Because if you don't, you're going to be walking around lost.
Fail all the time.
And that's right. And the first 3 things is to be effective in what you do, to be efficient, meaning using your time wisely, as well as being productive with the time you have and being successful at doing it in that allotted time. Man, that's huge. That's huge, brother Josh.
It is an activity with the goal to minimize the overall benefit of a set of other activities within the boundary conditions of a limited amount of time.
All right, that's right. Absolutely.
Time management may be aided by a range of skills, tools, and techniques used to manage time when accomplishing specific tasks.
That's right.
Projects and goals comply with a due date.
Yes.
So I don't do well with due dates.
Okay, so what you're going to have to do, see, okay, I do this every week. I have to, with my job that I have with my clients, I know I have to see my clients each day, and I see them. But also, to get paid, I have to also write notes. So what I do, I start compelling my notes on the same day I see them. I write little bits and pieces. So on Thursday, I start getting my notes together. On Saturday, I go back, I go through them once I done finish. Sunday, I'll review them, and then Sunday evening, I'll print them out, and then Monday, I take my stuff in. So I'm blocking my time. So you have to fill those empty spots in with a task. So that's what you got to do in college. Take each day. So you know you got a test coming up in 5 days. So do a little bit on Monday. This is what I'm going to do on Tuesday. This is my time. I'm going to block it out. That's how you be successful. What did we talk about before? Do little things at a time, a goal. Take small steps towards the big step, big goal. That's what you got to do. All right. This is good, Josh.
That's Brother Josh.
Brother Josh.
Little Tyrone. Time management refers to just businesses or work activities,
Mm-hmm.
but eventually the term broadened to include personal activities as well.
Mm-hmm.
A time management system is a design combination of processes,
That's right.
tools,
Yes.
techniques, and
Mm.
methods.
All right.
Excuse me. Time management is usually a necessity in any project development,
That's right.
as it determines the project's completion, time, and scope.
How many times, Brother Josh, since you've been here at MSF, that if we had a goal to do, or we said we were gonna do something, I had always said, well, this is what we're gonna do first. This is what we're going to do second. This is going to be our target date to do this. Remember when we first started this broadcast? I said, well, I don't know how this is going to work. At this particular day, this is what we're going to have to do to start promoting this.
Right.
Remember when I said that? We're going to have this ready for this date. That's how you got to do. That's what you got to do, man. You got to set it down. You set down and you write out the goal. Write the plan out. Because the scripture says, he said, write the vision, make it plain for them that read it may run with the vision. But if you don't run with it, say for instance you die and somebody, you got your son or whoever, say, man, I'm gonna finish what Daddy started, or what Brother Josh started. Where the notes at? Do he have anything right now? So if you have it in front of him, oh man, I see what he's working on. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna make it better, I'm gonna run with it. That's the whole goal. There it is. Wow.
The major themes arising from the literature on time management include the following.
Yes.
Creating an environment
Conducive.
conducive. What's that mean?
Conducive means to work together.
Oh, okay.
So we got to work together in an environment, a working environment together to make it effective.
To effectiveness.
That's right, exactly.
Setting a priority.
Oh, very, very key. What is it?
I'm gonna say that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Setting a priority because.
Come on, son, hit me hard.
If you gotta have priorities in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're in school. That's a priority.
That's right.
Hanging out with your friends.
That's not a priority.
It's not a priority.
No, it's not. No.
So in life, we as men,
Mhm.
we've got to learn to set priorities,
Yeah.
especially within our families.
Absolutely. So,
Because if we
okay.
don't do it in our families, our wife won't respect us.
Absolutely.
Our children won't respect us.
Absolutely.
And everybody else that we talk
Absolutely.
to think we're a failure.
Absolutely. So if we don't set priorities, all we doing is wasting time.
Exactly.
Or non-productive. We think that's important. Hanging out with the fellows, drinking beer,
We
going
think
playing
it's
basketball.
important, but it's not.
There it is. So that's what I'm saying. We waste time on unproductive things, and you said it. Priorities, man. You got to prioritize the things that are important in your life and use the time limit with what you have to accomplish those tasks to be successful. Go ahead, brother.
Carrying out activity around those priorities.
Here it is. Absolutely.
The related process of reduction of time spent on non-priorities.
There it is. So you got to discern what's important.
Like you said, Brother Tyron, you got to make a list
Yes.
every day of what's your priority.
There it is,
What
Brother
you want
Josh.
what you want to accomplish.
There it is, Brother
today.
Josh. 'Cause
So
if-
if you don't accomplish what you set out to
That's
do
right.
that day,
That's right.
then how you gonna do
That's
it?
right.
How you
That's
gonna
right.
teach somebody else? To
That's
do it
right.
If you
That's
can't
right.
do it yourself.
Absolutely. I ain't got to say nothing more. That was a mouthful. Excellent.
Incentives to modify behavior to ensure compliance with time-related deadlines.
Okay, an incentive is what? What is incentive?
Like a little reward for
There you go. So if you have men, if you have children, and you want them to do certain things within a certain amount of time,
Give them an incentive.
you give them an incentive. To clean up, son, come home, do your homework, clean your room up, and then at the end of the week, if you do what I ask you to do, then I'll start giving you allowance, $5 or $10, whatever it is. So if you set those boundaries, you see what I just said? I said homework, then clean your room. What's more important?
homework.
Do the homework first, and then I want the room clean. There you go.
Because the room clean itself, but your grades ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Brother John.
Well, they gonna go somewhere, but they gonna go down.
They gonna, that's right. That's exactly right. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Creating an effective environment.
There you go.
This is number one. So important though.
That's right.
Get organized.
A lot of men are.
Because a lot of us men are not organized.
We're not organized, Brother Josh. That's so true.
So especially when it comes to work,
That's right. We're not
our
organized.
desk is a mess.
Yes. Everything we do is a mess.
Yup.
And why do you think we're not organized? Why you? And just in your opinion, as a young man.
Because some of us weren't trained to be organized.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what we see in the media or on television, out in the street,
Yep.
a lot of men are not organized because they don't have no plan.
Exactly.
So that's why they're so disorganized. Absolutely.
See, I kind of grew up a screw up because my My mom taught me to be organized.
Okay, okay.
Now I ain't doing nothing.
Okay. But now you're going to have to get organization
Yep.
because you're in school. And now you see, like you just said, last year, you wasted a lot of time. Now you see, last semester, now you see that it's important.
Yep.
If you don't do it, man, ain't nobody going to help you do it. All right. Wow.
Protecting one's time by insulation, isolation, and delegation.
Okay, so what installation means insulate yourself from people don't mean you no good. If they can't help you to achieve a goal,
Get out my life.
get out of my life. Isolate yourself from them, all right? Then if you're going to do, once you do the isolation, then if you are in a position of delegation or leadership, well, okay, I know I got to do this. Well, Brother Josh, there you go. Absolutely right.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you.
Exactly. Just like in MSF, I had somebody to everybody had a job to do.
I still got the job.
I know you do. Yeah, exactly. So okay. So you'll do that. I got to continue to do what I got to do. So everybody has to have a job. Do what you can do best, and the other ones give it to somebody else.
See, that's why I do my job, because I know what my job is.
Well, a lot of
See,
people.
I'm organized when it comes to my job in itself.
Okay. Well, you got to be organized in other parts of your life too.
I know that, bro.
Well, I'm just going back to what you said about not being about school last semester, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
All right. Okay. What's the next one, Brother Josh?
Achievement through goal management and through goal focus, motivational emphasis.
There you go. So right there.
You gotta motivate yourself.
Okay. So how do you motivate yourself if you don't have a plan?
You can't.
You can't.
You gotta have that plan.
That's
to
right.
make yourself motivated.
There you go. Because the plan is going to motivate you.
And nobody else can motivate you.
Absolutely.
It comes from the heart. You have to do it yourself.
Absolutely.
Nobody else can do it.
Absolutely. Like I always say, if you're not excited about what you're doing in life, why should somebody else be excited?
Yep.
There it is. Plain and simple. There's the plan. So if you're excited, I was talking to another one of my clients, not the one out of jail, but another. He's an older gentleman, he's about 47. I'm still older than he is. But I told him the other day, I said, you got to have a plan in your life. I don't care what your kids are sending you through. Long as you know what you got to do, don't worry about what they're doing, because they ain't caring about you.
Nope.
You got a plan, you stick with that plan, even if you have to stand alone. Continue to go on that plan, because one day, like I always tell y'all, I don't care if you don't like me, but you're going to respect me. There you go, Brother Josh. There you go. Boy, you hitting hard tonight. Good God.
I hit hard every time, brother.
Well, some of that stuff must have been rubbing off on you then.
I learned it from you, brother.
Well, praise God, brother. That's what it's all about.
Recovery from bad time habits.
Whoa, bad time. And what are some bad habits we as men do?
Think with our other head.
Well, that's what I was talking about that 18-year-old today about. He said, "Well, Brother Tyrone, can you tell me how to get a girl?" He told me a text last week. And I told him about the relationship. I said, first, brother. He said, well, it's not all about rape. I just want to have a friend. I said, wait a minute. For one thing, you're acting too needy.
Yep.
For one thing, and that's going to scare a girl off. Because she already know.
You don't want to make yourself desperate.
There you go. Because if she sees that you're desperate, she gonna walk away anyway. Because she already know the game anyway. And I told him they already know the game. She said, and she told him,
we out here trying to win the game, but they already won the game. We lost.
That's right. She already knows. So you can say, how you doing? You just like the other guy. She knows, but you gotta be in contact with their emotions.
Yep.
And when you in contact with their emotions,
it's back to the broadcast we did a couple weeks ago about
intimacy. I told him. I said, you got to listen to the broadcast, son. Wow.
Recovery from underlying psychological problems, e.g. procrastination.
Oh, wow. Now, that could be a big problem for us as a procrastinator. Now, I know when I was younger, I procrastinate. No, I really wasn't a procrastinator. Sometimes, have you ever, and I do this even to this day. Sometimes I'll put something off. I said, I know I got to deal with it, but I'm not going to think about it right now. But I won't wait till the last minute. I'll wait. I said, well, I'm going to do it this way. Now, next week, I know I gotta go to the doctor on Friday morning, and also I gotta get my tires changed. So I said, okay, my plan is, because I had already got the notice from Discount Tires to come get the tires changed. So I said, okay, I'm gonna put a plan into place. I'm gonna go right after I leave the doctor on Friday. But we procrastinate sometimes to the last minute, and then we miss out.
I procrastinate when it comes to getting up out of bed in the morning.
Why? You like going to bed? See? So what
I set my alarm clock for a certain time.
Okay.
When the alarm clock go off,
you roll back over for a little while.
change and turn back, change the time,
Okay.
change the alarm.
Okay, then go back again.
Go back out.
Okay. I understand that. We all procrastinate to a sense, but we can't let it control our lives. That way, it's going to mess up our time management and being sincere about what we say and do.
Setting priorities and goals.
Wow, Brother Josh, this is huge.
Time management strategies are often associated with the recommendation to set personal goals.
Personal goals.